Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my budget for February. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just show you what I had left from the end of January. So this was actual cash that I had left, which I just counted up. So as you can see, I had cash left in every category except I went over in takeout, which I did right at the beginning of the month. So it's amazing that I only went over that amount. And I had plenty left in every other category to cover that. So in reality, I sort of mentally took out a miscellaneous to cover for the takeout. And then, yeah, so that is January. So as you guys know, if you've been watching my budget videos, I will work out all my math on this scratch paper, and then I'll transfer actual numbers over here into my February budget. So a couple of cool things happened already this month. The first was that I got paid from some more pet sitting gigs that I did over winter break, and I made a bunch of decals for a bunch of other students, so I got a lot of money from that. So I believe I did the math and I will be able to raise my goal. So some of these numbers are going to be in US, and some of these numbers I'm going to end up converting them into local currency. So just to start with, I'm just going to put how much money I have between money sitting in PayPal, money in my bank account, and what I have in cash. So this is like my total, all my money right now. So income from pet sitting, decals, and my loans. So this is what I have to work with till the end of the semester. So as you guys know, in my last video, I set aside 1,000 US for my electric bills over basically the past 6 months. So finally those electric bills came, so I have a real amount to subtract, which is about 701, but I'm just going to round up and put 705 because I have not taken that out of the bank yet, but I need to, and I'm going to. So I'll subtract that. And then the next thing that I subtract from this amount is my rent. So I have, my rent is $550. So I've already paid February's rent. So I basically just have March and April left to pay. So I'll subtract that. And then I'm going to leave myself $1,000 for expenses and travel when I go home over break. So when I subtract all of that, I have 10,160 and 42 cents in US. So basically that is the amount that I have to live off of for the next 3 months. That's all of February, March, and April. So of course I'm not going to need nearly that much because I've already accounted for, I won't get another electric bill, so I've already accounted for electric and my rent. So I had set a goal for myself to send back $7,000 on my loans, and just looking at this, I can tell that when I send back 7,000, I'm gonna end up with way too much allowance for each month. When I calculated it for last month, I ended up leaving myself 750 US per month, and so that's what I worked with this month of January. And as you could see, I had a ton of money left over, so I didn't need all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise my goal to send back, and I'm going to attempt to send back 7,500 US. So once I subtract that, that brings me to 2,660 and 42 cents. So that divided by 3 for each of the 3 months. Okay, so that would give me $8.86 and about 81 cents per month. So let me translate that into local currency. So that would give me 2,394 and 38 cents local currency per month. So just to give you an idea, what I had to work with last month was about $350 less than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself the same amount that I had last time, which was, well, I gave myself last time $2,025. So let me just make it a round number, and I'm actually going to give myself $2,050 in the local currency. So that will leave me with $344.38 excess per month, basically. So that comes out to that'll be just a little bit more than 100 US. So that'll just be safety money that'll end up sitting in my bank account unless I can, you know, scrimp enough this month and the next 2 months and maybe even raise that even more. We'll see next month. If I could get that up to sending back 8,000 in a semester, like, that would actually be amazing. But I'm not going to push myself. If I send back, I would have been happy to send back 7. I will be happy to send back 7,500 when and if that happens. So yeah, I'm just going to give myself 2,050 EC, which is local currency, to work with. So let me get my Erin Condon notebook. And I just threw some stuff onto my dog. Okay. All right, so just go ahead and write.
I keep calling it an allowance. It makes you feel like a kid, but okay, so my allowance for this month is, and then what did I call it last month? No categories. Monthly categories. Alright, so first one is groceries. Yes. Campus. Campus food. Takeout. Fun. Stuff. Miscellaneous. And then me.
Okay, so let's see here. And basically what I'm going to do is, since I only have 25 more from last month, I'm going to give myself the same amount in every category except for takeout, which I had 225 last time for takeout. So since I am just trying to round my numbers off, I'm just going to give myself 250 there. So groceries will be 500, gas will be 150. Campus food will be 300. Fun stuff 300. Miscellaneous 500. And then mini, I am gonna do 100 because I'm gonna keep the 50 from last month that I didn't use. So I'll just write 50 plus 50 basically. Because I am gonna look into getting her a dental appointment sometime this month. So I know it'll be more than 100, and I'm not sure what month it will be, but I'm just figuring whenever I do have it, I'll just use whatever amount I've collected in her pocket and then take the rest out of miscellaneous because it should only be a few hundred. So I'm just going to collect her 50 each month because she really doesn't need any toys, treats, or anything like that. So that's what I am working with. So as I've mentioned before, that this will come out from my card, any takeout amounts. So I'm going to do bi-weekly cash distribution simply because I want to do this video right now and I don't have enough cash with me to do for the whole month, but I do definitely have enough to do halves. So let's go ahead and do that now. So here's some cash. And again, here's my file folder. I really found, and someone recommended that I do this because I have the hardest time tracking what I spend. And someone commented on a video and recommended, oh, why don't you just hang on to your receipt and stuff it in your wallet, and then every once in a while just take out all the receipts and plug them in. And so I was doing that, but I was keeping them in my wallet, which is just a crazy mess. But I realized, why don't I just put them in here? Because I literally take the cash out, I get my change and my receipt in the same hand and put it in. And then whenever I'm bored, I probably did it like 3 times across the month of January, I just go through here and I plugged it into every dollar to track my spending. So the only thing that didn't work for was the campus food tab, because that's all cash on campus, as far as like lunches and stuff. So cash, it's all cash, but cash and no receipts. You don't get receipts from most of the food places. You only get receipts from the coffee shop. So I just tried to remember those, which didn't work amazingly well. So what I think I'm going to do is just stick a small piece of paper in here and keep a pen in here, so that for my campus, whenever I eat lunch on campus at a place that's not going to give me a receipt, I can just write it down. So anyway, let's go ahead and fill this out. So for groceries, the first half of the month, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself this 100 US, because that is about, it's almost 250 EC, so which would be half of that. And then gas, I need 75 for gas, so 2, 3, 60, 75. And then campus food will be 150, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 150. And then takeout, it will be with my card. Fun stuff, also need 150, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 150. So that goes into fun stuff. Miscellaneous, I need 250 for that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50. Okay, so that's 250 for my miscellaneous. And then 100 for mini, so 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I just have 50s. And I do. So I'm just gonna stick this. This 20 US is about 50 in the local currency, so I'll just stick that back in minis folder. And yeah, so that's half for everything. And then since I have some of this cash left over, and I really don't just want to be sitting around hanging on to it, I'm gonna let's see, maybe I'll fill up my groceries one. So I have 270 in there, 290, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 450, 470, 490, and I have some coins over on the side, so 490, 495, so I'll put $5 in coins in there, so this will be full. Won't have to redistribute that, so let's see. Our $1 down here are coins, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So went ahead and gave myself 500 there. And then just go ahead and give myself the rest of this. So I put 75 in, I have 60 in my hand, so that's 135 into gas. And then the rest I did exactly half, so I did 150 there. That will be but with my card. I did 150 here, 250 there, 100. Okay, and then at the beginning of the third week, I will put how much I'm adding, so I won't be adding anything there. I'll be adding 150 here. Won't be adding anything there. 150 there. 250 there. Nothing there. And then for this one, I'll only be adding 15 if needed. So I'll put a question mark. Okay, so yeah, that was my budget, and I'm all squared away for the month of February. Check back at towards the end of February and see how I did sticking to my budget. If I managed to save enough to bump up what I'll be sending back next month, which would be awesome. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.